Good morning, Queens. So I am on my first run since having my son Rare, and I want to say that I am so proud of myself. But more importantly, I want to talk to you about consistency, right? Now, of course, you're going to be at the workshop this Thursday, 4 steps on how to stay confidently consistent in your business. But most importantly, I want to talk about the reason why you need to be consistent, the reason why consistency is important to you more than you ever thought before this moment. Now let's go back to the run. Okay, so I was supposed to have my call with my virtual assistant this morning. Call got canceled. Now I could have laid back down with my husband and my son, or I could have scrolled on YouTube. I could have jumped right on LinkedIn and let that be how I use that same exact hour. But then I remembered that I love getting money, and I love helping other women see that they can be authentically confident. That you can monetize off of your gifts, your skills, your talents, all by continuously feeling confident enough to really go towards the dream that it is that you say that you have for yourself, right? But it is the act of consistency that sets doers and talkers apart, right? So I could have came on here and just been like, okay, I'm like 100% back running, right? Now I love running. I used to run all the time to the point where a lady that I know, her and her husband thought that I was joining the military, because back in 2020, when I first started Queenhood, I was so creative, but the act of creating your dream business, whether you're at work and you know that you have a business that you want to grow, so that means that you're mapping out your 9-to-5 exit plan, or whether you are already an entrepreneur, it still takes consistency, because every single day that you're alive, you're constantly creating, constantly being agile in the enterprise, right? So that way that you can be inside of a space where you're really seeing attraction inside of your business. That comes with consistency, right? And so as I'm taking my run this morning, I thought about what it really means to be consistent. And so let's really jump into it. Consistency for you means being inside of a space where you don't get too caught up on the excitement of the idea. Now, the excitement of the idea is fun, right? And in any case where you are striving to show up more authentically confident, you need someone to hold the vision for you, right? You're not going to always feel super excited about your business idea. You're not going to always feel super excited when it's time for you to actually do the steps, like speak up in the meetings at work, right? Actually go for that leadership position that you know that you can do. Actually start that business that you know is purposeful, right? You may not always feel confident when it's actually time for you to do those things, but you still must consistently do them. Because here's the thing, you can trick your mind out of actually bringing forth the manifestation to you. You could trick your mind out of actually bringing authentic confidence to you. How and why? Because when it's time for you to act in consistency, that means that you are supposed to be consistent in being inside of a space where you do the things that are unique to your confidence, right? It is very easy to see what other people are doing and then just jump on that. It is also very easy to come out here and tell people that you specialize in one realm when you know that you need to constantly keep building your muscle in that realm to be consistent, right? Now, of course, this is just a snippet of the conversation that we're going to be having at the 4 steps on how to be confidently consistent in your business. But what I do want to tell you is that if you are looking to even start showing up more authentically confident in and outside of the workplace, that begins with the power of your radical mind, right? That begins with you taking radical action that really shifts your paradigm every single day. I could have scrolled, but I came and ran. Now I'm gonna be faced with the opportunity tomorrow. Do I run again in the morning, or do I find an excuse to not run at all tomorrow, even though I loved how running made me feel today, even though how doing this act of working on my personal confidence then boosted my professional confidence, because now, of course, I feel even more happy that I have another piece of content that I can post online that I know is transformational, right? It all starts with the power of the radical mind. And then once you get inside of a space where you're ready to take radical action, where you're ready for it, only thing you have to do is these 3 things. Be willing to be confident, be willing to be consistent, and be willing to learn how to create content that starts internally, right? Because when you know that you're creating content, especially in the artificial intelligence realm right now, that is authentically confident, you are creating evergreen content. But that content must come from within. And you must also learn how to take that same situation that you've been through and speak to your ideal audience, but speak to them like they know that you're talking to them, like you know that I'm talking to you, right? That's all you have to do. Confidence, consistency, content. Next thing you know, people are overly attracted to you because you're confident, because you've been consistent in tailoring in your unique message, your unique how-to, your unique guidance, right? We love that for you. And that is exactly what I will be helping you master at the 4 steps on how to stay confidently consistent inside of your business. Okay? One thing that I'm doing right now is I'm walking it and I'm talking it. A special shout out to a queen, Natasha Stratemeyer. Tasha and I, back in 2020, we used to walk up and down the East-West Connector in Marietta, Atlanta, Georgia. And Tasha knew that I was pushing out an idea. She could see that I was pregnant with something that it was almost time for me to give birth to. And just like when you are right there at the end of that pregnancy, right? And those contractions start to come, and those obstacles start to come, and those distractions start to come, but at the same time, the joy starts to come because you're getting all the signs, right? That it's your time to birth something that is unique to you, its own unique identity, right? Right when you get those signs as well, you know, just like Tasha knew, that I was about to birth it. And I told Tasha, because she said, "Oh, you got me out here working out. I just thought that we was walking." I said, "Girl, we're not doing nothing but walking it and talking it." Because I like to walk it like I talk it. And I also love to help women just like you walk it like you talk it. And so if you're ready to walk it like you talk it, right? Then comment consistency in the comment section, and I'll get you registered for the 4 steps on how to stay confidently consistent in your dream business. Until next time, ladies, I'll see you at the workshop.